A very long and emotional day of testimony as the defense ended getting their licks in with a potential new suspect and new group that we hadn't talked about previously. But first, we heard for the third and final time from Alex Murdaugh from an interview with SLED from August 11th, 2021, where he talks about the night that Maggie and Paul were killed, and SLED brings up the possibility of him as a suspect.
Did you kill Maggie?
No. Did I kill my wife?
Yes, sir.
No, David.
Do you know who did?
No, I do not know who did.
Did you kill Paul?
No, I did not kill Paul.
Do you know who did?
No, sir, I do not know who did. And you think I killed Paul?
I have to go where the evidence and the facts take me, and I don't have anything that points to anybody else at this time.
This was close to the end of a 45-minute long interview where they go through a number of topics, including the Snapchat video, which shows Alec in different clothes than when he met investigators. He says he must have changed when he got back from his mother's house, and that Paul and Alec rode around the property for a couple hours before dinner that night. Investigators say his keypad at the law firm shows otherwise.
I've got the card readout from the law firm, and it shows you going in at 5:30.
Going in the store?
Yes, sir. And Randy says when he left about 6 o'clock, you were still there. So the times aren't matching up.
And when the defense got its chance, they continued to talk about the investigation itself, that there was no blood from this horrific scene found on Moselle, and no one ever searched for or tried to find the clothes in the Snapchat video. Then attorney Jim Griffin brought up Curtis Eddie Smith, the fact he was doing drug deals up to $50,000 a week for Alex Murdaugh, and money deals as well for Alec and all those checks. And a local gang was also involved, the Walterboro Cowboys.
And you learned that Eddie owed these drug gang members a lot of money for drugs that were sold to Alec, didn't you?
I believe the information came into that they weren't worried about what was owed because they knew they were going to get paid.
Did you ever obtain any DNA samples from these drug gang members to see if they matched Maggie's fingernail?
No, sir.
And you really never put them in the circle, did you?
The investigation into that, in my understanding, I'm not investigating the drug aspect. That investigation is still ongoing from my understanding.
The Cowboys could play a big part in this trial the rest of the way. That's in part because Judge Newman reversed his decision from just this morning and will allow testimony about the roadside shooting / attempted suicide from back in September of 2021 into testimony. That's where Eddie Smith was called to the scene, and Alex Murdaugh claims he did it to try to get him to kill him so his son Buster could get $11 million in insurance money. We're going to get a lot more when testimony resumes at 9:30 tomorrow, and the defense could have this case by Friday. In Walterboro, Andrew Davis, WSAV News 3 on your side.